secret ingredient poultry feed, kitchen scraps for healthy chickens. Every poultry farmer knows that feeding chickens can be expensive, especially for small-scale poultry farmers and backyard poultry keepers. However, do you know that your scraps from the kitchen can be a secret ingredient to a nutritious and cost-effective poultry feed? So instead of throwing away vegetable peels, fruit scraps, or leftover grains, you can repurpose them into a balanced ration for your poultry in order to reduce feed costs and also improve poultry health, boost egg production, and support sustainable poultry farming. In this particular video, I will give you the best kitchen scraps for chickens, the nutritional benefit, how to prepare them safely, and which scraps to avoid giving your chickens at all. So watch the video, and if this video interests you, this particular topic is very interesting to you, and you know that you can get something from this content, give it a thumb up, like the video right now. And if you have any question regarding this topic at the end of the content, please drop your comment on the comment section. I will answer your questions effectively. Number one among all the kitchen scraps, and one of the best, is vegetable peels and leftovers. For example, carrot peels, cabbage leaves, lettuce, spinach, pumpkin, and sweet potatoes. All these are very good vegetables that can help you to reduce the cost of feeding and at the same time boost the growth and weight of your poultry birds. What are the benefits of these vegetables? They are rich in vitamins, vitamin A, vitamin C, and vitamin K, and fiber, which aid digestion and boost immunity. How to feed them? Chop them into smaller pieces and mix them with regular feed grain. Make sure they are in smaller particles depending on the age of that particular bird. If they are at the early stage of their life, maybe after brooding, they are in the grower stage, let it be in smaller particles. The finisher stage, let them be in bigger particles. The next one is fruit scraps and peels. Examples: banana peels, papaya, mango, watermelon, and pineapple scraps. What are the benefits of all these fruit scraps? They provide natural sugars, antioxidants, and hydration, improving energy levels and digestion of feed. How to feed them? Offer them in moderation to avoid excessive sugar intake by your poultry. How do you do that? Slice them into pieces, pound them very well, and squeeze out the juice, add little water, and feed your chickens. The next one is cooked rice, pasta, and bread leftovers. If you have a bakery in your area, there are a lot of waste from the bakery you can even use to feed your livestock, most especially if you are into fish farming, aquaculture, catfish. Most of the fish farmers use bread leftovers to feed their catfish, and they grow massively. You can as well give it to your chickens. You know that broilers like eating all these leftovers, so you can use it to boost your broilers also. So, good sources of carbohydrate for energy. How to feed them? Serve in small amount and avoid overfeeding moldy or spoiled bread to your chickens. The next one is eggshells and crushed bones. Most kitchens generate a lot of eggs. Mostly, after frying the egg, don't throw away the shells. The shells are very rich in calcium, very high content of calcium, which strengthens egg shells and bone formation in poultry. How to feed them? Dry the eggshells and bones, crush them before mixing with feed. If it is for bones, you are using them to form the bone meal. Bone meal is very rich in calcium. How do you prepare the bone meal? The first step is to gather them, sun dry them very well for the bone meal now, not the eggshell. After sun drying them, set them ablaze, let them burn. After burning, they will turn to white, as if they are clay white color. That's the color of bone after burning. Then it will become soft like bone, like biscuit bone. It will become like biscuits. So you can even use hand to squeeze them. But the best way is to either you pound them if you don't have grinding machine, or you have hammer mill, use hammer mill and crush them. It is going to serve you as bone meal. They are very rich in calcium that can support the bones and egg formation in your laying beds also. Then the next one is protein-rich scraps like cooked beans, fish, and meat timings. Many farms, many houses have leftover beans. Most of the times they pour it away. Don't pour them away. What to do? Sun dry them. After sun dry them, then you have to grind them into powder format. Then mix them with your feed. These leftovers from beans, cooked beans, fish, and meat timings boost protein intake of your poultry birds, and it also gives them strong muscle growth and egg production for laying birds. So these are the scraps you can use for your kitchen to feed your poultry and without any effect. Now, scraps to avoid. Number one, raw potatoes and green potato peas. They contains toxic solenoids, so don't use raw. Instead, ferment them. After fermenting them for 3 days, remove them from the water, pour away the water, and sun dry them before grinding them. The next one is onions and garlic. They can affect the taste of the egg and the taste of the meat also, and they can cause digestive issues in poultry if you feed them like that without diluting it. So you need to avoid this. The next one is chocolate and sugary food. They are harmful for digestion. Moldy or rotten food, they can cause poisoning and illness in poultry. So all these ones I mentioned now, you need to avoid them because you can only use them if you know how to process them. For raw potatoes and green potatoes, peas, you need to ferment them first before using them. After fermenting them, you now sun dry them. After sun drying them now, very well, up to 90%, to the extent that you can even use your hand to break them. Then you can now grind them. After grinding them, you add 20% of it to your poultry feed. Mix it with your commercial feed and give it to your chicken. This will reduce the cost of the feed you use in your poultry houses, and at the same time maximize the profit you make, because that feed contains a lot of protein and is going to enhance the protein content of your feed, and at the same time reduce the cost of feeding your poultry birds. So all these I mentioned now are kitchen scraps. They are secret kitchen scraps you can use to give them. Even most houses have gari. If you have leftover gari, leftover fufu in your kitchen, please don't throw them away. I know some houses, they have bulky of gari left over after eating, so they don't have dog that will eat it. What you do, sun dry that gari. After sun drying it, it will dry very well. After drying, then grind it and mix it with your poultry feed. Then give to your poultry birds also. It's going to reduce the cost of feeding your poultry. Your aim is to reduce the cost of running the poultry and at the same time maximize the profit without affecting their health. That is the major aim of running poultry. You're not running poultry for you to be a poultry farmer, come and see my chickens. No, you are running it for you to make profit. And all I'm telling you here is how you can make profit from the waste you generate from your own kitchen alone. How to prepare kitchen scraps for your chickens. Most especially if you are into backyard poultry farming. That is in a small scale where you have 100, 200, 300 birds in your backyard. This particular way is how you can prepare all this kitchen waste. First step is chop or crush large scraps to make them easier for chicken to eat. Second one, mix the scraps with grains or regular feed for a balanced diet. Don't give these scraps alone to them. You must mix it for them to get all the nutritional value the chicken need. Protein, carbohydrate, energy, vitamins and minerals they need. Because these products alone cannot give them all. When you mix it with the grains that will give them energy and others, then it will become balanced ration. Feed in moderation to avoid nutritional imbalance. Ensure clean water is always available for your chicken for proper digestion. And make sure you always use probiotics, like this is our Eco Bio Booster. See here. This is our Eco Bio Booster. This is 5-liter Eco Bio Booster that enhances the productivity of your poultry birds. Give them massive weight in short period of time and boost their immunity. This is in liquid form. It is seed. You can request for it, order for it. On the comment section, I will drop a number where you can order for it on WhatsApp. This is it. So if you have Eco Bio Booster, you always give it to them on daily basis. Please don't. This is a probiotic. Just it serves as like a booster. It serves like vaccine to your poultry beds. What vaccine does is to boost the immunity. This Eco Body Booster boosts their immunity and make them strong to resist infections that can attack them in your poultry house. So this is what to do. Ensure that you have clean water, and this clean water must have Eco Bio Booster inside it always. If you are using the Eco Bio Booster, please make sure you give it to your chicken on daily basis. Don't skip any day at all. Give them continuously. You are boosting their immunity every time. So this is what you do. So using kitchen scraps in poultry feed is an excellent way to cut costs, promote sustainability, and provide chickens with essential nutrients. So by selecting all the right scraps and preparing them safely, you can improve your flock's health, boost productivity, and reduce food waste. Would you like a feeding schedule or homemade recipe to complement your kitchen scraps? Let me know on the comment section. Thank you for watching this video till now. Share this video, like and comment. Bye for